Am I looking, peeps? Pretty suave, huh? Pretty different than wearing stinky old bike gear, isn't it? As you can see, I'm back. I'm back in society, back in the normal world, just about to head off to work. But I'll do a quick spiel because today's not just a day for the last video diary around the world trip, but a video diary marking 1 month being back. It's the 17th of August now. Exactly 1 month ago, 17th of July, I was rolling in with my parents, the sponsors and friends into London at the Houses of Parliament, and I was finishing the trip, finishing the capital city record, finishing around the world record. I was finishing 15 months, 56,800 miles or something like that, 71 countries. Oh, mind blown. So 1 month been back. I thought I'd do a little spiel just before I head off to work, to show you how I'm looking now. 1 month after, of course, refreshed, haircut, nicely trimmed, new clothes, new bike, as you can see. So yeah, and I thought I'd give you an insight on what it's been like coming back. I'm sure many of you are thinking, wow, what's it like to be back? So 1 month been back. So first off, the first 2 weeks obviously was the hardest. When I was away, the parents did move. Kevin and Julia, they did move. So I actually didn't know which house I was coming back to. So the first 2 nights felt like a homestay, to be perfectly honest. I didn't know the room, that sort of stuff. Everything was left on the bike. So I didn't really settle. The first week I slept. My body finally went, and I slept. Basically, I was asleep 9 o'clock. Wasn't waking up till like 11, 12 o'clock. I was knackered, absolutely knackered. I think the capital city record, the whole thing, my body just sunk down, and it just all caught up on me. So the first week was just sleep. My internal body was just like rest time. Quite a shock, that one. The second week really then started to sink in that I'm home, and what I called the settled stage. I was trying to finally settle as such. But of course that didn't get to the second weekend. Was the first weekend I actually started unpacking. I left everything on the bike. The old man, he was like, get some WD-40. I didn't go to the garage, I went to the bike. I'm opened the pannier, got the WD-40 out, put it back in the pannier. I left all my clothes in the Krieger bag, left all my camera equipment in the tank bag, when I had perfectly good drawers, empty drawers to put everything in. But because I've lived, for 2 months, nearly 2 years, and a year and a half with everything on the bike, I've been used to everything being on the bike. So of course I'm in the room thinking, but the cameras live in the bike, like they live in the tank bag. This is where they live. And I finally realised, I thought, I can unpack now. Rhys, you can unpack. So I unpacked the second weekend back. I unpacked officially, and of course the bike's gone now, so that sort of forced me really to Tigger's gone, so she's gone back to Triumph now. She's at the HQ in the reception there, looking well looked after. If you want to see her, she will be the NEC show on the Triumph stand, so do see her there. She's going to be, she's now in the Triumph's hand to be the celebrity, because of course it's the first sort of modern bike to do such a trip like this continuously, just battered and bruised for 15 months through 71 countries. It's mind blowing, and it's a double world record Triumph bike now. So Triumph, of course, lent me the new one, the XCX model. Great bike, very different, I must say. It's great fun, but so I had to say emotional goodbye to Tigger, which also was quite sad. Just got a job back in the bar, back in hospitality. So as you can see, I'm suaving it up, and so I'm back in the hospitality to help pay off all the debts I've collected from the trip. So that was inedible. I had to go back to it. So I'm working at a place called Old Spring now, just down the road, which is quite cool. But it's very different, very different. I'm not gonna lie, it's not as entertaining as what I've been used to the last couple of years, but hey, I needed to do it. So yes, I just got a new job, started a couple of shifts ago. My background was hospitality and management, so it's reasonably easy. Clothes, so many clothes. I went in the room and of course 2 suitcases worth of clothes. I'm like, so many clothes, 20 underwears and bloody however many shirts, and it really sort of made me awake. I threw a lot of it out, to be honest. I thought I don't need this many clothes. I've lived with such a small amount of clothes. So so it's trying to sink in all that, trying to settle into home. And of course I am now. As I said, I've got a job now, a part-time job. I'm boosting up the 2moroRider thing. I'm coming up with new ideas now. I want to keep pushing young people to experience what I'm experiencing right now. Appreciation of what we live in. Went to the doctor's, a nice little checkup, and it's free service, free this. It's like, it's quite mesmerizing, and it makes you, something that's made me realize is not looking at life so seriously. I'm hearing people complain about this and that. It's like, look, trust me, there's worse things out there to complain about, and so it's definitely been an eye-opener. I am sitting back and I do think this is quite still, but I'm getting back to the normal routines, doing the normal house things. You've seen me cutting the grass, I'm doing the dishes, I'm doing the washing, I'm back to normality as such, as they call it. So I will never fit in it 100%, no, but you have to adapt, and I'm adapting, but I will never see anything the same as I did before. And age 24, experiencing what I've experienced has definitely made me waking up. And so the last month has been a big eye-opener and a big shock, big culture shock, from coming back, being back in England. Amazing. So there you go, a nice little insight of what it's been like, of what I've felt, what I've experienced. I've got the job, doing normal things, and appreciating what I have. So and of course enjoying the new bike, and now it's just progressing, really paying off these debts, and then getting back on the bike and planning my next trip. So, and of course, I people thinking what's next is I'm pushing the 2moroRider name now, so keep a lookout for my new website. Keep a lookout on my YouTube channel. There's some big things cooking up, so do get excited, do follow and subscribe, because it's not gonna, next project's not just gonna involve me, so I'm not gonna give too much away. So anyway, I'm gonna close off now. That's a nice little brief on what it's been like, because I've got to get to work, don't want to be late now, you see, so I've got schedules to go to, commute. Just want to thank Lord Digby Jones, Lady Mayor of Westminster, who signed my witness for the last capital city, London, Houses of Parliament. So, and also the sponsors that came along. I want to give big thanks to the sponsors for helping making this possible. Thank you everyone who came along, to Jack Lilly, and an absolute big thank you to everyone out there who's watching this and who gave a helping hand in one way or another, that made the capital city record possible, that made the whole world record possible. Whether it was giving me your spare room, putting food in my belly, some people pay for a tank of fuel for me, or as simple as guiding me into the city and saving me that stress. I can't name every single one of you. I wish I could. I could, but I'll be here for a very long time. But you know who you are out there, and I sincerely and am ever so grateful for every single one of you out there who gave a helping hand, who helped in one way or another, and you all helped make this possible. So thank you, and now that's why I want to give something back, and that's why I'm pushing now to get to get people out there doing it. Yes, I had a little bit of help along the way, but everyone needs a little bit of help. It's just determination, it's work, it's dedication, and it's sacrifice. And if you really want to do something, then you will be able to do it. So I'm going to end on my favorite new saying is you can't do everything, but you can do anything. Everyone, like I said, look out for my website, look out for YouTube. There's some big things coming on the horizon, and I will see you all on the next 2moroRider project. And here I'm back in Cambridge, just ridden in, and yeah, me and Tigger, we're home. 56,800 miles, and I'm done. So I'm home.